Hello everyone, welcome to day 316 of playing chess every day for a year. Let's find the game. We get e4 straight away, so I'll try to play the Caro-Kann here. Knight f3, I just play d5. They develop a knight, if I take they just take. Could come out and pin, then they attack me. I think pushing is a good move. And if they drop back then I just push. I think I've seen this before. I push this. They go that way, I can come in and pin one of their knights. Could play here, but then they push. I think I'll just play it like this. They develop a bishop, I can develop mine. If they want to jump forward here to attack this, I wouldn't allow that by playing this. And then I guess if they took, then I just take. With e5, I am trapping my own dark squared bishop in. But for now, that has to do. That's fine. I can also just pin the knight whenever I want and then develop. I'll come in to pin the knight. They kick me away, but I think I'm actually not going to take. I think I might actually try and drop back here. I know it's just a waste of a tempo, which is not good. If they jump here, then I always just take. Well, actually, I can't take now, so I'd have to play this move, but that's fine. All I could do is just push here. This move just attacks the bishop, and they have to go back, and then I take. So this knight move is probably nice for me. This knight move that they can take here and win the pawn, so I can't really let that happen. I think first I just develop this bishop somewhere. Maybe to d6 for now. They play c3. I don't really want to take and open up their queen. If I go after the bishop now, it just drops back. And if I take it, then they attack me. I really want to remove this bishop. It doesn't have anywhere to go after this move. It can come forward, but then I just move my bishop. Well, actually, that might be annoying. I could play here. I think I just improve. I could just bring out my dark squared bishop. Here it doesn't seem really good. Here my knight seems okay. This move's too dangerous because I want to castle this way. So I think I'll actually go ahead and just develop like this. In the normal way. Bishop e7. And just play slow. I can play a6, b5. If they take, I always just take with my knight. They can take and give me a check, but then I just move away and I'm fine. They go ahead and castle. That does weaken their king quite a lot. And although I can't go after the bishop now because then they take, I could play bishop here and then try for that. Could be okay. That seems fine. I can also try and just move my pawns around, kick the bishop away, which seems quite good. Obviously now if I go here then they take, and my rook doesn't actually hang, so, but then they win the pawn. I'll just go here to defend. I'm threatening this anyway, because then they have to give up that very nice square on c4 after this move. My rook can always come over and then attack. They choose to take in the center, but I just have this move. I could play here now, and then if they drop back then I take. But I don't really like that as much. I want to open up this bishop, so maybe I actually take like this. Open up my bishop. Create some weaknesses around their king. Or I go here. If I go here, if they have to go back, that could let me jump in this square at some point. Taking this way opens up this. Maybe I take, although this move looks just fantastic for my knight, I think I play this first, because if they take, then I just open up my bishop, and if they don't take, then I just have a very nice piece. And they've just given me a fantastic piece. Okay, so now I have to take this way and attack this. Obviously, they just opened up my bishops, so they have to be very careful here. If I castle and bring a rook in, that doesn't look good for them. Although because they've already castled here, maybe they're trying to push. But if they do, then I mean, I could take even now. I think I take here first. Just open up their king. If I play here and they push, I have this square. And if I play here and they don't push and they try and protect, I guess that works for them. I guess that's fine. If takes, their king is extremely open. I could just launch an attack with my pawns. Knight here seems okay, but they are threatening to push. Queen here. I can take and attack the king. And they can't really get back to defend. Except with this move. I think I could go for this and try and... So here takes, if here takes, well, they have to take my rook first and then take. I could, yeah, start some counterplay on this side of the board. I think that's fine. If they want to push, then they just move. Don't have many good squares. The bishop has to move now. It could go back here. Obviously, I'm just trying to come in and maybe pin their bishop to the queen, win some material. My queen could be very active over here in the corner of the board because I'd be pressuring so much. I do like a queen trade. I mean, pushing now seems really good actually because my king's in the middle of the board, so I can't actually... Well, I can move the knight actually. It's not a pin, but it looks bad for me. They just step back, but now if I push takes, there's nothing there. I don't want to push. Queen here is not possible. I could just castle now and bring a rook in. It seems to make sense because they've castled this side too, so they can't really be pushing. A rook to the center is always good. They do push. Now I just probably drop back and maybe go this way. I could go forward and attack this. If they push, then I come in. If I go here and they actually just hangs the knight, so I do need to go back. And this way, which is annoying, but it's also okay. The idea was to trap my rook here, because my rook had no squares to go to. So I just free up some space for the rook. I can't move my king because then they pick up this after the move bishop c7. I mean, knight to e6 looks good for me next. They're trying to win the pawn maybe right now, but that actually doesn't win anything. And if I play here, they have to move their bishop. And then maybe I can stop pushing somehow. So bishop here is more active, definitely. If bishop here, if they take, then I just take. And if they don't, then they have to give up the line. This could be good for me. I don't see the idea here. I don't check, I just take. Nothing really there. Just bishop over. I can even now play knight d5 and threaten a fork, although it's guarded. And even pushing now is a possibility. Although I never want to push at the moment, damaging my king so much. Well, actually, maybe I should have played bishop c6 and tried to target this very weak pawn. I am up on the clock, which is good for me. If I push, then they take, and this is under attack. I want to reroute my knight now into the center. If they have a take, then I just take. And I'm trying to get to this square. I actually go ahead and take, but then I just take. I could take this way, open up my rook for something, but that's just not good. This is a weak pawn that I could attack with even something like this. And then they'd be forced to move. The bishop is hanging right now, obviously. That's just not a good move. They're not even attacking the pawn. If they want to play here, then I can simply just reroute my knight again. I could even just go forward now with the knight. They're not attacking anything. If I push and they take, yeah, there's nothing there. I could go knight d8, knight b7 and try and remove this. Although then this hangs, so I think I need to play just bishop, queen, queen here, just holding everything, and then reroute my knight slowly. If they want to attack this, I mean, I can always just slide my knight down to protect. They don't really have much here. If I can remove that bishop, that's good for me. They do double up. Now I have to play this move. Oh, that's also a queen trade. Be careful not to blunder my queen after this. If I take, they just take like this, and they're doing fine. If we remove the queens off the board, though, I'm very safe. If I play this move, that loses my queen. I probably just want to trade here. I know it's not the best move, but now I can try and attack this bishop. I mean, if they take, then I take, and if they take, oh, does give up a pawn, and they attack this. Well, they actually hold on to the bishop, but that's not good because I have this now, and my pawn's protected. I'm trying to take and come in. If I can take and just come in, I think I'm doing very well. And if I can remove this pawn, then that's massive for me. Obviously, right now I'm threatening this massive infiltration with my rook. That would win me the game. They can't really move their bishop anywhere at the moment. And if they leave, then there's no real squares for their bishop. And I can start pushing through and actually be very good. So yeah, pushing looks very good for me. Their rook will be distracted and I can start trying to come in. If they play bishop down, that's very annoying, but then I just put my rook behind my pawn and that's even better for me. Bishop c7 and looks good. I don't think that's a good move because now takes, I can play here. If they ever push, actually that seems quite good. They're attacking the pawn now as well, but now I just play rook here. A rook here defending twice. And then they have the same problem. They have to move their bishop. Yeah, just rook over. On the light square, if they take, I take. If not, I push, takes, push, takes. I'm doing much better. Bishop e7 is the only square for the bishop. Well, now that if I take the bishop, they create a passed pawn, which is not good. But I play king over and I think I'm fine. Maybe I play here. I'd love to take the bishop, but then they take and they can push, which is so annoying for me. Because I have to move my rook off the 8th rank. I can't move my king. If I play here, they push, but that hangs the bishop, so they can't push. I think pushing's the best move. If they push, obviously I take. I'm just trying to activate my king. That hangs the bishop though. And king up is not gonna do very much. I'll just slowly put my king behind the pawn and try to push through. Rook over, maybe trying to push, but I just play here. And if we trade down, I'm very happy. I also have this, and then... I mean, I just play here, and then rook up. And even win the pawn. I play rook here, I think. I can drop my knight back. It's a nice move, but I have this. Takes. Here, I mean, takes. Here, if they don't take, then I just win the pawn. If king down, I always just push here. I think I push here now. It seems very strong. Because I open up the knight. I mean, here I have this square even. But this looks very strong for me. Doubled pawns that can connect and push through. Looks really good for me. I can even play knight b5 because it protects this and I can push here. And then push. The king can't come in. I mean, rook over, this just defends. Also pushing looks good. I think this and I'm just fine. they can come in after this move here. But I mean, it's just protected, so there's nothing there. Threatening to push. King over. I mean, if they want to really give up a rook, then I'm fine with that. If they want to come in and hit my rook, maybe I play here. Don't allow the king in, because if I push and they come in, that's actually quite annoying for me. Just play him. If the rook takes, then I take, and I'm just up a rook. Now I can push, threaten a fork, if they take. Threatening a big fork right now. Rook over, maybe the idea is to try and attack this, or even this. But I'm just going to push. And try and take like this. Although they can come in and check me here, that's actually very annoying. So maybe, but I mean pushing must be the best move. I just don't see how it's not. Maybe they're trying to play here and push, but they can't because my knight protects. And if they go here, then I just go here. Takes, I take with the pawn. And I've probably won the game. If push, I just push. The rook has to come behind to blockade, and then I come in and attack the rook. I can even drop my king back and go for a check. But that move doesn't work simply because I take. Although if I take, they take, and I can't promote. So if I push and then promote, let's say I push and push, they take, I promote. So, and I mean, there's no rook move here because it's protected. I mean, if they take, I promote. So, yeah, I mean, I just force a trade here. And they resign and get a fantastic win. A huge win. Let's look at this game. They played at a 70.2. I played at a 77.3. But I did make 6 mistakes in this game. And they made the blunder. Let's look at this. We just play the Caro-Kann and push. Even though pushing is not best, I'm supposed to just take. But this is fine. After they go back, I play c5. Simply develop like this. Obviously this wasn't best. Going back to e6 is actually fine because I guess it clears a square for my knight. Yeah, this was a mistake. After this knight move, yeah, I did see that. Because it's threatening a big fork, so I have to play bishop up and then they can win a pawn. I guess we both missed that until I play bishop d6 and protect the pawn. They take. It's best to take this way. Not sure why. This diagonal doesn't seem good for the bishop. Wow, this is actually a big mistake because they can play rook over and push. But if they push first. Oh wow, because if I take, I get my bishop pinned. If I play like this, then they just have probably this. No. What do they have? They have this. Yeah, that's completely winning. So that's a tactic that I missed, just pushing first. Because I can't actually take. Well, that's actually a huge mistake for me. And so I take the knight just to avoid the fork. This is a mistake. Bishop back is a complete waste of tempo though. I just castle to save my king from any checks. That's not good because, yeah, I should have just gone to d5 straight away and attacked the queen. To the center of the board is always best with the knight. They try to trap my rook. Or actually you fork me. So I don't allow it. Oh wow, still bishop here is best because it attacks this. I actually had to play queen here. And what if they play bishop here? Then I have bishop takes h3. If g takes h3, I have Oh, then I had to pick up the bishop, so yeah, it's just a trade. That's not good because of the fork, which they missed at the moment. They find it though. And I'm actually doing better here. A queen trade is okay. Actually, f5 is best because if they take en passant, after I recapture, I'm still threatening a fork. This is all good. And this is a blunder which gives away the entire piece and the game. So I knew they couldn't push through because that would hang the bishop. And I knew they couldn't take because... I mean, no, then... Yeah, they can't really do much there. What did they do here? They play rook a1. And if takes, takes. And I play here. But they hang the piece, and yeah. Once they've hung the piece, this endgame becomes quite easy for me to win. And they resign. That's a great game, great win for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.